that was an entrance in the 50-50 from X-guard bottom, guys. Let's do X-guard top. So again, I'm in headquarters position. I'm going to pass Carl's guard. Carl shrimps. So now we'll do Carl shrimps back, go shin to shin. Makes me take that elevator step and end up here in the X-guard. So. Okay, so there's four really positions. Carl can sweep me this way, this way, this way, or this way. And again, as much as we're going to show this entrance in, you need a little bit of base from here, because if I just stand here and Carl just starts to off balancing me, because basically Carl's got control of my hips. Just stay over it. So go back to your X-guard position. So basically, this hook, you kind of need to know what he's controlling. Basically, this hook here stops me from stepping forward. Okay, this hook stops me from stepping back. Car's connected my other leg to his shoulder, which means it's a fixed position. So now, just by the movement of his hooks, he can really off balancing me. So again, I need to find my balance, my base. So anytime Car tries to off balancing me, I'm just dropping back. So I'm loading my weight downwards. So what I want to do is, I'm going to turn my shin. I'm going to put it on his sternum, but in reality, I can stick it on his face here. This is not nice, and I'm also driving my hips forward. So all my weight's going on Carl's inside hook here. What I want him to do, I'm comfortable. I'm resting on him. He's not. He's going to straighten me back. He's going to kick me back this way, and when he does, my right hand finds this knee, and I pull it out. He's still got this hook in, which is stopping me from stepping back, but there's nothing stopping me from bringing my leg this way. Just be careful when you do this that you don't hoof him in the head with your leg. Okay, so I'm falling onto my left side, and I'm bringing this leg all the way around. And now I'm in the 50 again. But from this position, again, Car wants to make sure that I'm not attacking this leg, because as I swing that leg around, if this leg's open, I'm back into our move again. So what's he going to do? He'll probably make a triangle or something. Or let cross his ankles. So now I can't attack this leg. Okay? And we've looked at foot lock, switch grip, the keep grip toe hold. So this time we're going to look for knee bar, so I need to come up. Now, when I come up, I have to come up at an angle, because if I just come up straight to this position, just let me come up first, bro. So I'm here, and my toes and my face is facing Car. Car straights his leg, boom, I'm back down again. So when I come up, I need to find that dead angle. So I'm turning my foot to the right. Again, I don't want him disengaging, even though his leg's triangled. Let's just say Car hasn't his legs triangled, and I come up and Car withdraws his leg. I don't want that, he's on my back. So, I mean, I want to choose when someone comes out of the 50-50. So a new habit to develop is, even though his legs are triangled, I'll make this grip. I'm basically just doing technical stand-up. So I'm here, my foot's planted, my hand's planted. I'm not coming up straight, I'm coming up at an angle. So my head's facing away from me. So if Car tries to kick back now, it's a lot more difficult. Why? Because my weight is over the mat. Okay? Now he still has this nasty triangle on here. Okay? So all I'm going to do is, my right hand still has the grip. Okay? This is called the stomping knee bar. So I replace my knee with, I replace my foot with my knee. So I'm driving this straight to the mat here. Car still is the triangle. Okay? But I'm going to turn my body this way. Okay? And as I turn my body this way, it's driving open his legs. The second his legs open, I want to make sure that this foot does not come out from under my armpit. So as it opens, my butt is turning, okay, this way. And now I'm moving my body, so my knee, or I get this knee facing my knee. Okay? So from this position, so all I've done is morph my body from here, and I'm going to give my body, so my chest is facing his knee, to this position. Again, there's a ton of ways you can finish this knee bar, but I like this variation where I get my head down on top of his foot. So rule of thumb is, sometimes we're too shallow or we're too deep. If it's instep, if I can get this instep on my shoulder, that's a sweet spot. So my head's driving down on the toes, my left hand grabs his heel, and I get that rear naked grip, so it's very hard for car can turn his knee either one way or the other to escape. Curl both feet into his butt, and then he just engages my hips. Yeah, so let's think about it again. From headquarters, looking to pass, makes the shin to shin, makes me take that dinosaur step, gets the X guard. So before he starts to off balancing me, I'm just finding my base. So I do 2 pressures. I can turn this into his face, I'll just turn it lower into his chest, making him uncomfortable. And again, most people, this shin is going to be across here. Let me have his hook in. Yep, nice. So I'm driving all my weight and moving my hips forward, dropping them down on car this way. Yeah, putting a lot of weight on that hook and sticking this in his face or his chest. I want to be comfortable, he's uncomfortable. I want him to do that move, that kick away. The second he kicks away, the space opens up at his knee. So I find that and I disengage his hook. So his hook was inside here. The second he kicks away and I move my body back, I'm pulling this through. Nothing stopping my leg going this way. So I just fall onto my left side, post with my left hand, and I swing this leg over and do not kick him in the head. Swing it out here. So Carl makes that tight triangle. First thing I want to do is my right hand grabs the knee. I'm coming up from my elbow to my hand, but I'm not coming straight, so I'm looking at him, and this foot's coming underneath. So I'm coming to this position here. Okay? I want my weight over the mat. Carl tries to push me down with his legs, it's difficult. Whereas if I'm here, push me down with the legs, straight down. So that's the detail. So with my weight over the mat, I'm going to let go with my hand, put this other hand on the mat, and replace my foot with my knee. There's a lot of pressure on his knee now. He's making this really tight triangle. I'm turning my hip this way. Putting a lot. My butt is smearing across. The second he opens, there's a split second Carl can escape if he can get this foot from under my armpit. So I've got to make sure I'm here that I don't elongate my arm. Okay? So from there, now my butt's smearing this way. See the way his knee's facing away from me and my chest is in the wrong position. And I've got to move my body 180 degrees. So I'm turning around, I find this. I always like to give an instep on my shoulder. So again, I've seen a lot of knee bars getting finished this way, whereby I can hip in and get it. But from this control, Carl can turn his knee. Now there's no knee bar. To stop him turning his knee, instead of doing this control, I use my head pushing down on the toes and my heels pushing up. So if I've got this pressure here, trying to rotate now, it's not happening. Now I just, instead of my hands, I've replaced them with other body parts. So head down, heel up, grab my bicep ring, make a grip, both feet are curled in at the far hip, 90-degree bend in my legs. Now you just hip in. One more time. Headquarters. Arch shrimps back, gets shin to shin, makes me take a step before he can establish his X guard. I'm getting my base, I turn my shin either into his face, into his chest, and I'll drive my hips forward. When he goes to kick his leg, there's an angle there, so I just find the knee and I'll pull this out. Falling onto my hip, kick this leg over, he makes the triangle, control the knee, come from my elbow to my hand. Instead of coming straight up, I do technical stand up this way. My weight is over the mat, not over the car. I put this hand on the mat, replace my foot with my knee, drive my hips to break the triangle, and I smear my butt across straight into the kneebar position. Finding that sweet spot is an instep, it's on my shoulder, put me right, I can grip, feet curved, hip, 90-degree bend in